just quickly before we get stuck into this video, I just wanted to thank you, the viewers, very much for how the last two videos were received. Both slightly different to what I would normally do, but you enjoyed them, it would seem. And the subscriber number has shot up by about 15 or 20 in the last few days. If you are new around here, welcome. If you've not already done so, please don't hesitate in hitting that subscribe button and the like button down below too. It helps me a lot and I appreciate it massively. Less of the soppy stuff, let's get into it. Today on camera, we will face the first two games after the end of the transfer window. There was a break in fixtures because of the FA Cup, which we are no longer in. Shite! But today we will face 5th place Leicester and then 9th place West Ham. Currently, we sit 8th in the league. So these are two massive games against teams in and around us that hopefully, if we win, will see us shoot into those European spots. So let's see how that goes. To start off with today, well, change formation again. It worked in the last few games. I'm sticking with it. I'm sorry. The libero is gone and McTominay's no longer in defence. He's protecting that back four. Liam Cooper's come in and done well on that right-hand side. Three fantastic midfielders. I realised I'd been neglecting Stuart Armstrong, and he's come in and scored a few goals, got a few assists, a few player of the matches too, delivering a decent average rating. So he has to be in there. And plus with David Turnbull, he can come in and basically play any of these roles. So that is absolutely fantastic. We did spunk 22 million on him after all. But Lyndon Dykes is back in alongside Shea Adams, Lawrence Shankland also on the bench alongside his fellow new signing. We've got options. And I can pass that. No, I'm not going to say that. So let's see how this goes. We've been very inconsistent so far, but I want you, the viewer, to leave a comment with your predictions before we get into these games, just to see how accurate you'll be and see how unpredictable we are. David Turnbull will be wearing the number 16 shirt and Lawrence Shankland number 25 for any of you fellow nerds that are interested. Squad numbers very important to me. The Leicester side is very familiar, particularly to me after I did a Leicester save earlier in Football Manager 2022, which you can check out via the end screen. Of course, they've added Mohamed El Neni. They look pretty decent. We know what they're capable of. They're currently sitting 5th for a reason. But I have faith in our boys. Lyndon Dykes is back. Let's see if he can get back amongst the goals. Things are underway at the King Power, and so far, very even in the opening exchanges. We could go level on points with Leicester with a win here, albeit they will have a game in hand. But so far, looking like we're slightly on top perhaps, despite not having the bulk of possession. So we're just going to drop onto a cautious mentality, see if we'll look after the ball a little bit more. But with half an hour gone, not much happening whatsoever. And this is very dull. So this will encourage people to subscribe.
I shouldn't have said that. I should not have said that.
Here's Leicester on the ball. The first highlight, 41 minutes gone, and it doesn't look good for Scotland unless we win the ball and counter-attack. Iheanacho out to Ricardo Pereira. Judas Pereira flying down that right-hand side as he gets the ball into the box. And Nathan Patterson, that was horrendous all round, really. Nathan Patterson missing the header, and then the rest of the defenders, as well as him, just standing watching, going, after you, no, after you, oh, he's put it in the back of the net. Useless! Let's enjoy that again, shall we? Fantastic ball in from Ricardo Pereira. What was that from Nathan Patterson? And then there's a collective of 4 of them just standing there as Gordon gets nowhere near it, and Barnes just batters it past him into the back of the net. Fantastic! Good first highlight of the video, innit? Yeah. Half-time, they're well-deservedly winning because we can't defend for shit.
You're goddamn right.
I'm going to up the directness slightly because we are playing with an attacking mid that is set to wide just to try and get the best out of this lot in the midfield. I think that's all we will change for now. I've rollicked them at half-time, so let's see if they can react. Second half underway. A lot of, well... How did he get injured inside 30 seconds? Like Johnny Hayes in the League Cup final all over again.
Pain. That's it.
Well, okay, we will simply switch Tierney to left back, switch Cooper across, and bring on Grant Hanley as a ball player, apparently. So we'll stick with that for now. I've paused it for no reason. It's all going really, really well here on the Calum YouTube channel. alas, a highlight perhaps for Scotland. It was chipped into Nathan Patterson. I'm not sure what Hanley was up to there, but it's worked out okay. Thankfully, he's headed that ball. Didn't hit the fancy heading the ones prior. And he's won that one as well. It's absolute chaos in there. It's like ping pong. No, what's it called? What's the arcade game where it's like bing, bing, bing? What is that? Oh, God, I really can't remember it. But Billy Gilmore's on the... What's that arcade game called? Pinball! I got there. Yeah, that shouldn't have taken so long to think of. But John McGinn on the ball. He's got Tierney wide on the left-hand side. Got men in the middle. There is 2 strikers in there. Lawrence Shanklin might be coming on soon at this rate. That was further pinball, but played really badly. What was that? John McGinn is playing well, so despite being on a yellow card, he will stay on. And David Turnbull's going to come on for Billy Gilmore, who is playing, well, horrendously. A little change there, maybe a little bit more offensive as well. We'll see. I'll maybe bring that down. Still staying on the positive mentality. It's not looking too bad, but we're not creating too many chances. So I might tell them to just slow the tempo down just a touch and work the ball into the box. See if we can fashion something. If Lyndon Dykes or Shea Adams get a decent chance, there's a good chance they will take it. However, good chance Leicester will take any chance that they get as well. But Kieran Tierney has won the ball and lost it once again. There's a lot of bodies in there. And Armstrong breaking from midfield, doing exactly what we want him to. And boom.
Boom.
This switch works. John McGinn in the middle of the park, box to box, fed Armstrong through, the forwards run from him, and his finishing, I think it's about 14 or 15 attribute-wise, and he is brilliant. Should have been playing him more. Questionable from Kasper Schmeichel, but we could go on and win this game. I think the momentum is maybe with us now. Absolutely fantastic. I think Lawrence Shanklin maybe going to come on with 15 minutes to go. Lyndon Dykes not performing too well out there. Let's see what the new man can do. Come on, El Shank. The forehead is back. Nicknamed him that a very long time ago on an Aberdeen save on the channel. I think Football Manager 2020 it was. The first save I ever did on YouTube. That is. I would tell you to go back and watch it, but I think all of the episodes are probably too poor in quality to put yourself through that. But if you really do fancy it, then go for it. How Tierney's done that, I have no idea. But that was bloody fantastic. Where was that for their goal? I mean, it's fine because it's 1-1 now, but regardless. Albrighton, Sharkey over the corner. Taking his sweet time over it as well. And fantastic header at the back post from McTominay to take it away from, I think, Madison. Oh no, they've got another one. Albrighton in. Fofana. How did Craig Gordon keep that one out? I have no idea. Because the ball went in sort of an opposite direction to the way he dived. It was a bit chaotic. Not got a clue. Yet another set piece. McTominay once again, only as far as Barnes. Not like this, Scotland. Not this late on. Better out than in, that's what I always say. I've switched the wing backs just to support duties, but I have pushed David Turnbull slightly further forward. 5 minutes to go. We'll see if that can maybe make anything happen. I'm going to tell him to start getting that ball in the box because we've got 2 very decent finishers there with good movement off the ball, great anticipation. However, looks like it might be Leicester that do get a final chance. Barnes in, fantastic tackle once again from Kieran Tierney. We're riding our luck a little bit. If we can hold on for a point away at the King Power when they're sitting in, well, now 6th, I'm kind of okay with that, to be honest. Then a chance to go on and beat West Ham, who've now moved above us. Hopefully it's at home, I can't quite remember. Carnage, but I will take it given the position we were in and given how woeful our defending was initially. Wow, it feels weird to actually be getting points on videos now. This is 2 videos in a row. Goodness me, can we get another win? Just our 3rd win on camera throughout the whole season, the whole video. Series, that's what I was trying to say. How long's Robertson out for? I mean, fair enough, it's the hamstring, you don't want to risk that, but 1 to 2 days? Come on, Robbo, it's like the tooth thing all over again.
My choppers, my pearly whites.
Regardless though, plenty time to get lots of rest before that West Ham game. Some of the boys definitely need it, so they should be fit and fighting at home. There's no excuses for this one. And me oh my, I have made quite the mistake. Jacob Brown has scored for Stoke City. I think on his Stoke City debut, technically. Should I have kept him around the gaff? Sold McBurney? I'm sure you'll be quick to let me know. McBurney, who by the way is having offers coming in for him, left, right and centre from all over Europe, handed in a transfer request and all sorts, so it's just what you want really, isn't it? That was a really good decision. Wasn't a snap decision because he scored 2 goals somehow by a miracle.
Do you want me to rap anyone? Lift the mood a bit.
Just quickly before we face off against West Ham, Leicester drew 4-4 with Newcastle, so only conceding 1 against them, given how bad our defence was. Not looking so bad now, but with a win today, we can go above West Ham, and with Arsenal's defeat to Southampton, we could potentially go above them and also level on points with Leicester. A win here would be absolutely huge. We're going to stick with that positive mentality, and just the one change, despite Gilmore's poor performance against... I really shouldn't have forgotten who we just played, should I? Leicester. He's still going to keep his place. Just Shanklin coming in for Lyndon Dykes. Robertson should be absolutely fine for this one. Billy Gilmore, by the way, won this. Or maybe it's this side. And the West Ham side looking extremely familiar to what we know and, well, not love, apart from Minamino is playing for them now. So, brilliant. Just what you want them to have improved. That's usually what teams tend to do with transfers. To be fair, that's the whole point of them. But anyway, underway at Hampden, 48,000, nearly 49 in the ground. Hopefully, they will cheer us on to a victory. At home, we have been absolutely fantastic. It's been described as a fortress in the media, so thanks very much for that. And we've started well, despite the lack of highlights.
A few moments later.
I reiterate, despite the lack of highlights, half an hour in. Here we go. Robertson on the ball, right on cue. That was fantastic. It's like they're watching or something. Nobody's watching. Back to John McGinn. Into McTominay. As we look to recycle the play, Gilmore nearly rewarded me for keeping him in the team with a decent long-range effort there, tipped around the post. I can't imagine anything's going to happen from this corner. And, well, I was kind of right. The thing is, I'm always right. It's in the name. Very sorry about that. But another highlight before half-time. Gordon out to Patterson, who's hugging that touchline just as we like. Almost giving the ball away, but did well to turn and keep it. Armstrong back to McTominay. Let's just do nothing too harass. Just keep the ball. Lovely from Tierney stepping out from the back. That was... I would file that... hold on. Yeah, rash. It's Bob Mortimer's book. Minamino, don't kick him actually, he's on a yellow card, into Antonio, rather than we conceded. I think that might have broken Gordon's wrist, but he tipped it over the bar, and West Ham have a corner that they're going to also do nothing from, because that's the way Football Manager works. If it starts with a corner, then... Oh, I've looked like an idiot a lot on this channel. I think this might top the lot. Decent ball in from Cresswell. Yep. Nathan Patterson didn't decide to try and stop that. His defence is really questionable. Billy Gilmore in. Shanklin on his debut, cleared off the line by Minamino. Armstrong, terrible, really, really bad. As we head towards half-time. But with another one, this is absolute corner mania. That's what I don't think that... Vince McMahon wouldn't like that one. In. What the hell? And once again, we are losing by a goal at half-time. Another 1-1 draw. Anyone? Yeah, you fancy it? Yeah, that seems about right. Now Armstrong playing terribly, so that's just what we want. We are going to do what we did last time, basically, and just switch it up a little bit. This worked. I hope it works again. So, if at first you don't succeed, try again, as a great man once said. A corner. Andy Robertson from the exact same place. Cresswell took one from Shanklin, not as good as Kurt Zouma. In the air. Probably better looking after animals, though. Allegedly. Do I need to say allegedly? Allegedly. I don't think Kurt Zuma's going to tune into this and come for me, mind you. I'm going to press them a little bit higher up the park, because right now, things not going so great whatsoever, really, for us, is it? work the ball into the box. We'll see if that helps at all, and maybe bring the tempo down a little bit, just to be a little bit more controlled, cool, calm, collected on the ball. Armstrong not doing anything. David Turnbull, £22 million super sub? Yep, that's a thing now. Half an hour to go, another corner. There goes Stuart Armstrong. See you later, mate. McTominay also. Do I hit the target with any of these, anyone?
No, you're alright.
No? Okay, brilliant, thank you. McTominay with a throw-in, though. Can we please equalise? We equalised around about now last time in the previous game against Leicester. I'm learning, I'm getting better at this. I struggle so after like nearly 200 videos. But lovely little passes between Billy Gilmore and David Turnbull. Robertson goes down. I think that's the same minute we equalised in against Leicester, or maybe a minute behind. But it's just rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. We don't do this for the whole season. It'll get incredibly tiresome and not good for my blood pressure. But regardless, the ball out to Robertson was a good one, and his ball into the box was even better. And Shelley could not miss, poking it into virtually an empty net given how much space he had in front of him. But we've been massively on top in this game, so the fact we're not winning now is a bit of a concern. But we have another chance, and we seem to be dominating now. Adams into McGinn, his header looking for Robertson, somehow won. David Turnbull! He was worth the money, baby. Silencing the critics. I'm sure there was many after I decided to do that. And we are 2-1 up at Hampden.
It's about damn time. It's about damn time.
Oh, David, that was fantastic. He is starting the next game, albeit off camera, against Burnley. McGinn won the header. Not sure how Robertson did there. Fantastic flick on. Areola, absolutely terrible. David Turnbull, absolutely bloody marvellous. Thank you very much, David. I'm going to drop us onto now a little bit more of a cautious mentality and praise the team. With not too much time to go, we still have substitutions to make though, and I will tighten it up. Don't know what I'm going to do yet. Things are going 100 miles an hour. Just give me a second.
2 seconds later.
Calum McGregor. There's no one better. That's a bit tedious now, isn't it? He's like me and you. He loves Scotland too. He's coming on, in case you didn't guess. John McGinn going off. Not performing the best, not performing the worst. A little bit tired, a bit more energy in that midfield. We're on to a cautious mentality. What else are we doing? I'll maybe bring this a little bit narrower, just so if we lose the ball, we're already a little bit more compact. And we're dropping a little bit deeper there. Okay, that's all we'll do for now. Maybe gonna waste a little bit more time as well. It's a bit too early for that. I don't know. We're doing it regardless. Still with one sub to make as we head towards added time. Not quite there yet. Andy Robertson, by the way, on a 9.3 into added time. Now we make a change. Waste a little bit more time. Shanklin's performed pretty decent on his first start. We're going to bring on Lyndon Dykes. Just waste the time. Nothing too wild up there. Nothing, not changing the back four or anything like that. Don't want to mess that up. And we have won 4 points from today's episode. Pretty darn good if you ask me, when you consider the point was away from home as well against a better side. Let's not beat around the bush. Fantastic though. We move up to 7th, joint with Tottenham and Leicester, despite Leicester having a game in hand, above Arsenal, West Ham, Newcastle. All their big bucks are down there. Leeds were in 5th before, now down the bottom there. Down the bottom, 13th. That's a little bit harsh.
I'll be back.
2 assists though, 9.4 for Andy Robertson. That's exactly the type of performance we need. Fantastic from him. I'm not quite sure what game we will be back with yet. Might be Arsenal, who currently sit 8th, and then Wolves, or maybe Spurs 5th, and Brentford, who are 18th. Let me know which one you would prefer to see in the next video, or maybe even Wolves and Tottenham, just to spice it up a little bit. Not even an option I gave you. Please don't pick that one. There's an international break in between. That would be annoying. But if you enjoyed this video and you're enjoying the series so far, please be sure to let me know by leaving a like on the video. It goes a long way in helping me. It lets me know you're enjoying it, and it helps push the video towards others. Subscribe if you are new around here for plenty more of this kind of nonsense, as well as other types of videos like the Calvin Ramsey experiment, like the NBA experiment, which if you haven't watched, I encourage you to please do so. It's interesting. The link will be on the end screen for that one too. Thanks very much for tuning in, and take care.